Welcome back to part 2 of a 6-part series of what I call living in a more vibrant and peaceful relationship with God and our fellow man. In this 6-part series, we're discussing some very important life principles that can improve our relationships with God and the people that we see and we're around every day. We've been looking at a passage in Luke 12, verses 12 and 13, about a conversation a man in the crowd has with Jesus, where he demands Jesus make his brother divide their inheritance. Where we left off was examining this passage to better understand what Jesus perhaps saw that day in this man's life that reflected his real problem, a heart problem. We concluded by examining the man's choice of words, and specifically his tone, tense, and timing, which leads us to point number 2 in our series. Our words and actions best reveal what's going on in our hearts. His words. Consider Matthew 12:34. And do words matter? And Matthew 12:34 says, "For the mouth speaks out of that which fills the heart." Another translation, "For out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks." The NIV, "For out of the overflow of the heart, the mouth speaks." The NLT, "For whatever is in your heart determines what you say." So this man's behavior and words mirrored the meaning of that scripture. Well, let me explain. First, his tone. He blurted it out loud enough to be heard over the noise of the crowd. There was a huge crowd there. You look back at the beginning of the chapter, Luke 12:1, the context of the scene says, in the meantime, when so many thousands of the people had gathered together that they were trampling one another, there was chaos there. So to be heard, he must have shouted at Jesus above the crowd. This should have been a warning sign for him and a good best practice for you and me. If I have to yell at Jesus in front of thousands of people, maybe I should think this one over. Or if I have to yell at Jesus, maybe I should do this in private. So God can sometimes reveal our hearts to us in this way, and we can maybe catch a glimpse in others the nature of their hearts too, when the tone of the voice does not match the setting and circumstance. So when we come back together next time, we'll look at the other factors that alert us to what's going on in our heart. Until then, I'm Randy Hatcher, encouraging you to pursue the pursuit of excellence in your life in a spiritual nature. Have a great day.